Welcome to July. It is the 1st on a Wednesday, the Daily Word, and zippity-doo-dah, zippity-day. That's because today is National Zip Code Day. Woohoo! Zip, which usually means something with energy or pep or verb, or in some case a noun meaning zilch or nothing. ZIP, in this case, stands for Zone Improvement Plan. This was a program initiated in 1963 to help deliver mail, sort through mail in a more efficient manner. It then upgraded itself in 1983 to add 4 more digits on the end. You know, the ones you don't always remember or that they don't allow you to fill in on online applications. Those were added as another way to expand because there are more than 42,000 zip codes in the United States. Yikes! Zip codes start with the 0 number in the Northeast, then it grows bigger and bigger as it gets to the South and the West. Which then brings me to the second part of today's theme. Who delivers to those zip codes? Well, it is National Postal Worker Day. Woohoo! Well, I have to admit that today, or this year's acknowledgement of that, means a whole lot more than it may have in previous years, given the fact of what they have been doing for all of us. I know that through difficult weather situations and all kinds of other circumstances, the Postal Service, the workers, etc., have always been doing a fine job. But this year in particular, thanks to the pandemic, they have been doing a stellar job. So please be sure to thank your Postal Service person or the people at the post office when you go there, because they deserve your attention and recognition. Now here's a little bit of trivia. In 1913, the Postal Service started delivering packages up to the maximum of 11 pounds. That was it. So the most surprising package to ever be delivered was a small child. Barely under the weight limit, James Beagle was mailed for a mere 15 cents to his grandmother down the block. Now this practice continued for a little over a year, and then they realized that's probably not a good thing to do, and so they changed that. And then they supported the idea of mail with stamps, which brings us to our word of the day, philately. Philately is simply the study of stamps and postal history, and that's because today is National U.S. Postage Stamp Day. Woohoo! Did you know that originally you could mail a letter and you didn't have to have a stamp? Now, we could have asked Ben Franklin because he was the first Postmaster General of the United States, but I'm sure he ideally supported the idea of a stamp later on. I get so excited when I talk about the Founding Fathers, especially on Independence Day weekend. Anyway, the first stamp was issued on July 1st, 1847. And then in 1855, that postage stamp became mandatory. It used to be that I could mail you a letter for free and you as the recipient would have to pay the fee. But then it became, I bought the stamp. Remember when we used to do that? Lick the stamp? Now they're adhesive, which is probably a whole lot better and safer given the times that we live in, and I would mail that out. So I encourage you to send a letter or a card. Email is great. It's fast and fun and efficient. However, nothing beats going to the mailbox and getting a letter sent to you and looking at one of the really cool stamps, and you can even buy your own stamps with photos of your beloved dog, cat, husband, sister, boat, whatever calls to you. You can have that made up, and then you receive that. A love letter in the mail. Sounds great. Even though it's July, don't wait till Valentine's Day. Well, zippity-doo-dah to you. Thank you for sharing this wonderful holiday with me. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Till then, stay safe, stay sane, go to the post office.